on the soccer side, as well as the NBA 2K on the basketball side. So I think that's all for the sports games on PS2 that I have. Oh wait, there's one more category, but it's more motorsports. Before we get to that, we're actually here on Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, yeah, it's about to get real over here. This game is fun. It was Japanese text. The cutscenes are English, I remember. But it's just the text is Japanese, but it's pretty much English. Very fun game. This game really doesn't need a introduction. I also have GTA 3. What's that? There's GTA 3 in here. I just lost the cover, but I mean, yeah, it's a fun game. Grand Theft Auto 3. This one is it's pretty much the same thing. There's voice in English and text is in Japanese. The whole thing is Japanese, pretty much. Like as you can see over here, Japanese. Really fun game. The music, the atmosphere, just awesome. Then over here we got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Same story. Voices, cutscenes in English, but they've got Japanese subtitles. All the text there is Japanese, just a little bit in English. Really fun game, awesome game. Unfortunately, you couldn't play this online on PS2, but I did play it online on a PC with SAMP, which was a mod, basically making servers so that you can connect using your game to other players, and you use the maps that you already have on the game. Really fun game, awesome experience. Now let's go on to the motorsports. Over here we got Need for Speed Underground, the first installation of the Underground series, PlayStation 2, Nihongo dake, Japanese only. I don't remember any English on this. Really awesome game. Unfortunately, fortunately, I do have the book. I thought I didn't have it. It's Japanese only. There's no voice in this, so it's pretty much just Japanese text all over on the menu and whatnot. It's a really fun game. A lot of old school games, old school cars, excuse me. Then over here we got Gran Turismo San. This was an amazing simulation, very realistic, lovely game, very repetitive, though still a very good game. It was Japanese text here and there, but a lot of English as well. It was a really awesome game. Like, my gosh, such a good game. I love it so much. It's actually, isn't it the highest grossing game in PlayStation 2 history? It was so good. I mean, my gosh, like, it was amazing. They spent 5 years on, I don't know if it's Gran Turismo 2 or Gran Turismo 3. They spent 5 years making that game. Then there's the prologue version, which is 4. I don't have the other version that has the GTR Skyline R35, which was the Gran Turismo concept version. I don't have that one, unfortunately, but I do have this one. I actually forgot that I had it. Again, NTSCJ Japanese only. Unfortunately, most of the stuff is in English. I don't have a book. It's just pretty much a brochure. Driver guide. As you can see, all this stuff, Japanese stuff. It's just like you get sucked into the universe of like taking driving tests and whatnot. If you know, you know. It's such an awesome experience. Lovely game. I just wouldn't want to play it again. It's too long. The final PlayStation 2 game that I have here. 最後の PlayStation 2のゲームは私の一番好きなゲームは Def Jam Fight for New York. This is the best fighting game in history. I do mean that. We can argue. If you want to smoke, let's go with it. Japanese. Menu is Japanese. Partly Japanese. Is mostly English. Voice English. Complete English voice. It's an awesome game. The booklet is all Japanese. Very fun to just watch and read. It's an awesome game. Like, it's got everything you really want. It's got different fighting styles, male and female. You can customize your player. You can buy add-ons, collectibles, clothes, jewelry, moves. You can change fighting styles. You can change super moves. You can get the crowd involved when you're fighting. You can use weapons. There are different places. Your environment works against you. I mean, it just ticks off every checkbox. It's an awesome game. So now we're going to the Xbox games that I have. The first one is actually Dead to Rights, which reminds me of Max Payne, not only because of the dual pistol. it's also because you can actually do things in slow motion, and you can actually use a dog. You got like a husky dog or whatever breed that is, that can actually come to your command and attack the goons and henchmen and yeah, bad guys. So this game is pretty awesome. There's a lot of different gaming modes. Really fun game. Very fun game. I liked it a lot. Again, NTSCJ Japanese only. Unfortunately, the Xbox didn't do that well in Japan. It was too big, and it was heavy, and too many buttons on the controller, and it wasn't ergonomic. Japanese people usually preferred to support their own products, which was Sony, PlayStation, and Nintendo. Also, they were ergonomic, smaller, and much easier and usable, user-friendly and usable. So this is Halo 2, the sequel to the 2001 version Halo Combat Evolved. This game is awesome. It's Japanese only. When you're playing it, the voice is Japanese, cutscenes are Japanese, text is Japanese if I remember. Really fun game. You get to use two guns. The pistol got weak here. That's another story for another day, but really awesome game. I would play this again. I think this is the only NBA game I have. NBA Raifu 2002年. So NBA Live 2002, Michael Jordan, right before he retired for the Washington Wizards. Really fun game. It's got the old teams like the Charlotte Bobcats and whatnot. Really fun game, awesome game. The commentating is English. Yeah, Eigo no commentary. Yes, English commentary. Again, Japanese only. NBA Live. So it's a pretty fun game, but again, EA Sports had a monopoly, so they got sloppy. Boom! Muzzle Flash. This is the only third person, I don't know, it's the second third person shooter game I have. Very hard game. Very extremely hard game. I didn't go past the first level. Yeah, it's a really hard game. It wasn't really fun because it was frustrating. It was just really hard. But it was, yeah, it's a game. Muzzle Flash. Nihon NTSCJ Nihon dake. So really fun. If you want really super hard games, yeah. Then there's Into the Matrix. This game is pretty good. It's got a lot of things: shooting, fighting, driving. It's a really cool game. I didn't finish it, but it was really awesome. Really cool game. Bandai Namco. Very good game. Japanese, but the voice is English. There's no subtitles in Japanese. Very fun game. I really loved it so much. Very good game. Then there's Toru Crime. 2 Crime Streets of LA. Very huge map. My gosh, it's just big, humongous. It's supposed to be all of Los Angeles. Unfortunately, the detail was just really bad. Yeah, there are no bikes. It's basically like GTA 3. Really fun game. You can be a bad cop, good cop, blah blah blah. I always wanted the New York, but I didn't see it for Xbox. Again, Xbox didn't do that well in Japan, so most of the games are on PS2. Then there's over here Raw, which is the only wrestling game I have for Xbox. This one is all English. There's very little Japanese on it. It's a pretty horrible game. It's forgiven because it was early on, 2001. I mean, sure. Pretty horrible game. There's really no story behind it. It's just text-based. Fight this guy, fight that guy. Pretty bad game. Rainbow Six Vegas. Tom Clancy's very nice game. It's all Japanese, including the voices and the cutscenes. Japanese, if I remember. Japanese only. Don't have bootlegs for the booklet for this one. NTSCJ Japan only. Xbox Live supported. Really awesome game. And my final game with the cover is Simpsons Hit and Run. Really fun game. Very goofy. GTA spin-off parody, pretty much. Very fun game. It was all English. Like there was no Japanese within. I mean, yes, there was on the cutscenes. There was Japanese on the cutscenes, but it's a really, really, really fun game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. NTSCJ Japanese only. Very cool game. Then some of the games I have here as well. There's the Dead or Alive. This was a really, really cool game. Very good fighting game. I had a good time playing this one. Very cool. Then this Project Gotham. The second one was way better. Again, this is NTSCJ Japan only. I think I also have this one, which is a jet fighter game. You're basically doing dogfights. The Konami game. It was pretty fun, not bad. It's called Air Force Delta 2. Air Force Delta 2. So that's all that I have. Thank you very much for watching me. 本当にありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。